What's up?
We're here.
What up, Joe Schmoes?
What up, fellers? We got to talk some business tonight. Before we even get into it, we have to talk like even other stuff. You know what
There's
I mean?
some controversial news going around.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some controversial casting.
Yeah.
Currently announced during this past weekend's San Diego Comic-Con 2024, which hopefully one day we will be able to go to.
One day.
If you get more of your friends to listen, make this happen for us, guys.
Commies, don't you want us at San Diego Comic-Con?
Don't you want us to succeed?
Yeah,
Instead
come
of
on.
these lame podcasters you keep seeing who are like, whoa, did you know that that the Thing technically butt-fucked Reed Richards one time? It's like, yeah, we do, but we don't care.
Yeah, we
yeah,
knew that.
'cause-
Everyone knows that, of course. It's a canon event.
It happens in every timeline.
So, support us, commies. That way we can go to San Diego Comic-Con and be part of the press junket there.
Yeah. Don't you want to hear us asking?
I've been to almost every Comic-Con except for San Diego Comic-Con.
I haven't
Straight
been there
up.
either. Yeah, I would love to go
never
there.
Never been.
New York, LA. I just haven't been to San Diego. We got to go.
Never been. We're going to New York this year.
We are going to New
commies.
York Comic Con.
Yeah, the three of us, the trifecta, the first time we've ever been to a con as a trio.
true.
The Uncle Ben Unimind walking into a comic book convention. I don't know what's gonna happen.
It'll be like that cereal
Uncle
convention.
Ben Unimind. I think we gotta wear one day. We at least have to have like T-shirts with Uncle Ben and some kind of like, I don't know. We gotta come up with some kind of design.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
commies,
down for
come
that.
up with a design
We'll ask
for
Joey
us.
to come up with something.
I do.
Commies.
That's a great idea. I do want to cosplay one day. I feel like if we're gonna go
The Uncle
all
Ben
4 days,
Unimind.
no, not necessarily as that, but something that
No,
we
but
could
definitely
pull
one
off.
day we gotta cosplay.
Yeah. Who should we cosplay as, commies? Let us know.
Ooh,
Give us your
yeah.
thoughts.
Yeah, Anthony, let's find you a wheelchair, Bubba.
Yeah, that's true. We could just push Anthony around.
It could be the yellow one from the animated series. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just get a yellow wheelchair. We'll paint it yellow. Or you could probably put a cardboard box around it.
Commies, give us your wheelchairs so we can build this cosplay for Anthony.
Yes. Donate your wheelchair. I mean, October is coming up faster than you think. So low-key,
yeah.
we'd have to kind of get on top of it.
We'd have to do it right now.
Yes, during the pod.
All right, I'll get a cardboard box.
But all right, I think the most crazy news coming out of San Diego Comic-Con so far is, I'm sure you guys have heard it, they have announced who will be playing Doctor Doom, and it was none other than Robert Downey Jr.
RDJ.
Boo.
And I can't say that I'm hyped for it.
Yeah.
I am actually less than hype. I'm just like, I hate it.
Yeah, and I get what they're doing. It's like, oh, it's going to be an Iron Man variant. I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't do anything for me.
That takes away decades of lore and dopeness beyond.
Literally.
Behind
Well,
that.
I want to see the dictator of Latveria, man. I want to see.
Yeah.
Also, Doctor Doom is a big motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
like even without the fucking his Doom suit, like he's just a like
He's
I
a
don't
large
know.
guy.
Yeah,
He should be honestly, okay, do you guys have any
yes, I've been said Javier Bardem,
Javier Bardem would have
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen.
even
Yeah, Mads
fucking,
Mikkelsen.
I mean, even Cillian Murphy would have been a great Dr. Doom.
Yeah, he would have been sinister. I mean, he's a small guy, but he's still sinister as fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
even him
He
as
can play
Mr. Sinister.
Ooh, that's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with anything you guys are saying, obviously, but I feel like the MCU for the longest time has just been doing its own thing. Like, we want it to be like, you know, it's called Civil War, it's called Age of Ultron. It wasn't those comics, you know. A lot we've been introduced to characters. I'm thinking of Taskmaster, who was not Taskmaster at all, you know, like certain characters are just, even going back to the Mandarin.
This is different. This is like, oh fuck, like we know our quality in movies have been dipping. Who better to rely on than the person that built the MCU, Robert Downey Jr.?
Yes.
Yeah.
That I agree with.
It seems desperate.
Yes.
It's desperate. I don't want
It's
him
uninspired.
I don't want him in any more movies.
Yeah, I don't in any more Marvel movies. Like he's a great actor, of course.
He's a great actor, but I don't want to see him in any more
Not my Doom.
Marvel.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No. What I'm hoping is we've heard that after Secret Wars, everything is going to reboot, right? Yeah. So this is what I'm trying to say. Not even to defend it, but this is just what it seems like they're doing. Like if Secret Wars is Doom, right? Like historically speaking, like the comics, Doom is like, they're going to do the newer Secret Wars where Doctor Doom is like God Emperor Doom or something like that.
Yeah, and he rips Thanos' spine out.
Yeah, crazy shit like that. But like, basically what I'm saying is it's obviously like this whole saga is the multiverse saga, and it's doing the variants and shit like that. So they already said Fantastic Four is a new universe. It's not part of the MCU like yet. And I think that they'll probably introduce him in that. We get him for those 2 Avengers movies they announced, Doomsday and Secret Wars. And then this is what I'm hoping, at least, that Secret Wars reboots everything. But this is so ridiculous anyway. Even when I'm saying it out loud, it's just so much. But then we actually get a Doom. Like Secret Wars, also the newer one, it combines all the universes. So like Miles Morales could come into the 616 and stuff like that. So I feel like we might eventually get recasts and stuff like that. It's a cash grab. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, it's some late stage capitalism ass bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's seriously Marvel being like, fuck, our money isn't quite as good as it. We're not making quite the billions we were. You know what I mean? Let's bring back Robert Downey Jr. Grow.
I think the only like cool thing for me that could come of it is like kind of like what you were saying, Anthony. But it'd be cool if like, okay, like I don't know, we're watching RDJ's Doom. And then, like, I don't know, he gets, like, killed or something. And, like, standing behind him is, like, the Doctor Doom that we know and love. And he's like, that's not the real Doom. Something like that. Like,
that's possible.
Like, this is an imposter Doom. Like, the real Doctor Doom is, like, next. I don't know. It just...
Yeah.
That's the only way they'll win it back.
He's such a cool villain that when they announced RDJ as it, I was, like, literally let down. I was like,
Yeah.
Dude, that's
I thought it was a joke. I thought...
Wait, what was that sound? When you did that, there was a sound
him punching his cord. It was him punching the wire to the...
He was like,
Jake could just make sound effects.
Yeah, dude. I don't need a soundboard, bro.
Here's the only thing I enjoy about seeing RDJ as Doom is that means we get to see Robert Downey Jr. die twice.
We're definitely going to see Iron Man versus Doom. It's going to happen.
Yeah,
we're definitely there's also the possibility that maybe we never really see his face, but I doubt that, even though that's who Doom should be. Maybe he's really just playing this other character, but then again there's other, it could have been like anyone else,
like Mandarin-esque Doom type shit,
kind of, maybe. I don't know. I'm not trying to advocate for for anything I'm saying, honestly. Like, I'm not really happy with the decision either.
Nobody I know is.
Yeah, I don't think if anybody is happy, they just straight suck Marvel dick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they will swallow anything Marvel whips out.
And do you think it's possible to swerve? Like, they're just saying it's RDJ, and then when we get to the movie, it's like, is that RDJ? Like, maybe it's not him.
I mean, it's possible.
That's a weird marketing. That would be very tough to pull off.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they had to have known it would have been controversial,
right?
Yeah.
But like you said, they're trying to get people back. And the biggest thing, it's like when The Rock comes back for WrestleMania, you know? It's just like...
Yeah.
That's what
even
it is at
The
this
Rock
point.
As Doom, I would choose.
Fuck, the hierarchy of power, man.
No, not acting-wise, but think about The Rock's build and just put it like in Dr. Doom's costume over him. That looks like Dr. Doom.
Like The Rock standing like this.
Yeah, exactly. The Rock in a full Doom costume standing like this.
Yeah.
There's no way The Rock would go without his face being shown.
I know, exactly.
He's like, what if Doom didn't wear a mask?
What if and he rode a motorcycle? Dude, also, I don't know if you saw this, but Giancarlo Esposito supposedly announced at Comic-Con who he'll be playing in Captain America Brave New World, and it's someone named Sidewinder.
Yeah, Sidewinder. Didn't guess that.
Yeah, the leader of the serpent whatever.
I would rather it be General
The
14.
Serpent Society. Yeah, it should have been General
Serpent
14.
It should have been General 14, like the Sidewinder. No one cares about Sidewinder. Also, no one is calling him Sidewinder in that movie. Let's be honest.
They're calling him Giancarlo Esposito.
I hope they say that in the movie.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, they barely call Falcon in Civil War or like Captain America. Like, they're not gonna. I don't know, to call someone.
They'll
Sidewinder.
be like Sidewinder.
Yeah.
It'll be like special. It'll be like, they'll look at a dossier and it'll be like AKA Sidewinder.
Or maybe he monologues and he's going to be like, you know why they call me the Sidewinder?
That's a little like Heath Ledger's joke. Want to know how I became Sidewinder? Everyone's like, no, we don't care.
We just want you to be Giancarlo Esposito and fight. Dude, I do like that trailer has a more serious tone to it.
Yeah,
honestly,
I want to see it. I'm not like super hyped for it, but I do want to see it.
Yeah,
and they're trying to make it seem like Winter Soldier vibes more than like other
for sure.
things.
Definitely trying to give the Winter Soldier vibes.
It doesn't have those vibes, but they're trying.
I feel like a little bit it does, but it also has like God, what's that show? 24?
Maybe. Like, it's just kind of too ridiculous. Like, Winter Soldier's like so grounded. Red Hulk just takes it out of that a little bit too much to make it feel like Winter Soldier for me. I don't know. I don't hate it, but
No, I get that.
Winter Soldier is so special.
Do you think we're gonna get a Thunderbolts cameo?
Yeah.
you say Winter Soldier is grounded, but they were fighting on helicarriers.
Yeah, but it's more grounded than a helicarrier is more grounded to me than a Red Hulk.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's crazy stuff.
Honestly, I just kind of hope that, like, unless it's a comedic character a la who we're talking about tonight, I just hope Marvel, like, takes a step away from, like, the corny jokes. They ain't been bussin' in a long time.
Well, I don't know if I'll feel that way about tonight's topic, Cody, because I personally was a very big fan of it.
Yeah. We know how this is going to go out the breaks, but why don't you introduce
I think I'm going to
us?
like it more than all of you guys, but
We'll see.
we'll find out.
I think I'm going to like it the least.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, we know that. Well, if you can't guess, we are talking about Deadpool and Wolverine. Just came out last Friday. Starring Ronald Reynolds and, of course, Hugh Jackman. Welcome to
Ronald
Comics and
Reynolds?
Chronic. Ryan Reynolds. Ronald Reynolds.
Ooh, are we talking to a variant Jake who just doesn't have his shit right?
I'm Ronald Reynolds.
I knew it.
I'm Ronald Reynolds. Welcome to Comics and Chronic. As always, is Cody Quirkman.
Cody Quirkman.
And Antonio Il Ficcio.
Ba-da-dum-bum-bum, Antonio.
That's us.
Yeah, Deadpool Wolverine. I thought it was great. I liked it. I also think, though, that every criticism that can be said about it is valid.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like, I don't disagree. I won't disagree with like, there have been things like, yeah, it's like, oh, it's kind of just fan service. And it's like, yeah, it kind of is just fan service.
It
but
literally is just fan service.
I'm also kind of here for it.
Yeah.
It's the kind of fan service that I like.
Deadpool is, see, here's the reason it makes me it doesn't make me nervous, but it's like,
It makes you
why
nervous.
did,
Cody, you're shaking in your boots.
You're
Why
you're
did-
sweating again, Cody. You're sweating.
it's hot in this room.
See,
Have you guys
Cody
here's a-
Cannon would never shake, but Cody Quirkman.
You want to hear something? I want to ask you guys something off topic real quick. Have any of you ever potted without pants on?
No.
What do you mean potted? Like taking a shit?
No, like taking done the podcast without wearing any pants.
Yeah, I've had boxers on.
Yeah, that's
I've
me
never gotten
right now.
Also, one time I got a blowjob while we were recording too. That was
I remember.
During Sopranos summer.
it was during Sopranos.
You didn't recall that as well as you recalled the Sopranos knowledge,
Exactly. I mean, blowjobs, they all blur together, but Sopranos is very distinct from episode to
Oh.
Wait, what were you going to say? Until you interrupted yourself about potted without pants.
So, I feel like Deadpool is the movie that should be all fan service. But that being said, Marvel has set the precedent that that's kind of their whole shtick right now. So
it's kind of all they can rely on. Because even going back to Spider-Man No Way Home. No Way Home. Bringing in all the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, that's just fan service. It was cool, but it was fan service, and then,
dude, yeah. So
but this movie knew what kind of fan service. It wasn't doing hey, this is serious. It was oh, it's that character from 20 years ago.
Yeah,
I was all there for, if I'm being quite honest.
Yeah,
it was fun. I had fun watching it.
It was a fun ass movie.
It was a fun movie. I didn't. I have some serious beef, so.
Dude. Kobe beef?
Cody
beef?
Cody beef.
The Quirkman special.
USDA. Cody beef.
Okay, so here's my biggest beef, over all other beefs. They literally beat
the beef below all.
The beef below all. It is. Dude, they literally beat Cassandra Nova the exact same way the Guardians of the Galaxy beat Ronan the Accuser. They just joined hands. And
that's actually very true.
And that alone. I'm you literally copied the same ending to your own film franchise. You know what I mean?
Good point.
That's lazy ass writing. That's lazy writing. Also, they could have just killed one of them. It's a multiverse. Have some impact.
Know, right? I want to see that bitch get stabbed, fuck Cassandra Nova. Also, fuck her character. Her character was lame. I'm sorry. She was
I loved Cassandra Nova.
I thought she was a great Cassandra Nova.
I disagree with that.
Oh, I love her.
Oh, no, I liked her.
She was a threat.
No problem
with her. But then they come back, and I just thought it was stupid. I thought some of the plot was actually really stupid.
A lot of
stupid funny, but stupid. Yeah, it was just it's... And I get it. It's how serious can you actually make a comedy Deadpool Wolverine buddy team up movie? But it's also some of it was just
some of it was just horrifically lazy writing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem with the ending like you did. It didn't bother me even if
it bothered me. Dude, I hate it. When I saw him reaching, I was they're going to have Wolverine come there. And that's literally the exact same way the Guardians, it upset me in the theater.
It's a very fair criticism.
Yeah, it's fair.
They could have killed her so many other ways. Also, why not just let Wolverine die again? Or if you want to keep him around, that's cool too. But you know what I mean? Deadpool could have died and you have a multiverse. You can bring him back at any point. Or he could have died temporarily and Wolverine could have kept him in a suit bag. You know what I mean? There's different, there's options where that weren't just oh, he said one of us wouldn't return, but we're both you know what I mean? That was I hated it. I hated that.
Damn, I did enjoy Cody.
Yeah, Cody really hates it.
I hated that. That's a Pesci and a half for me.
Damn.
That doesn't bother me in the slightest.
We ain't doing no lemon size. Well, Anthony, what does bother you about this movie?
I wouldn't say anything bothers me with it. It's just, okay, I think, let's see.
Because you're not giving it a 6. Let's keep it real.
No, I'm definitely not giving it a 6. But I definitely enjoyed it, and I plan on seeing it again, whether or not this is not a 6 movie or not, because it was just kind of they started off giving you a bunch of cool, Wolverine variants, and those were fucking awesome. But it doesn't make a movie. It's cool, but it's just that's the part I totally agree with, where it's just kind of cool Wolverine's here. Oh, it's those. It was a little bit more than a cameo when they had these characters from the old X-Men movies. The parts that were really good, when they had this fight scene in the car, and then the right before that, Logan and Deadpool have a really cool conversation. I like that a lot, but like there wasn't nearly enough of that in the movie. Like when he talks to X-23 in the woods, like that was a really good scene. I like that scene a lot. Like, and that's how they kind of made the movie feel like it had like a heart somewhere in it. Like maybe even at the beginning when Deadpool's like, I want to be an Avenger, blah, blah, blah. But like, it was kind of too few of those moments mixed in with all these still super cool moments. But like, would you guys agree, okay, that Deadpool 1 and 2 were better?
Probably.
Right?
I was actually, I was going to ask, do you guys think, what do you think is the best now that we've seen them all? I don't know. I really enjoyed this one. But I would say Deadpool 1 is probably better.
See, I like Deadpool 2. I
like Deadpool 2 too.
I like both other Deadpools.
People don't like it as much, but I loved Deadpool 2.
I kind of like all three, if I'm being honest.
No, absolutely.
I think this is a solid trilogy straight up.
It's a solid trilogy.
Agreed.
It's one of Marvel's most solid trilogies transition now that Marvel has it.
Sure.
But also, like at this point, I think that's like strong legs to stand on. You know what I mean? Like it's not going in my probably top 10 favorite Marvel movies at all.
This movie, you mean?
Yes.
No, I don't know if
that's fair.
My top 10. But what about recent Marvel movies that we've seen post-Endgame?
One of the better ones.
I think it's one of the better ones too.
Okay, so here are the movies I like post-Endgame more than that. If you count it, Spider-Verse.
No, you can't. I mean,
you can't. That's Sony.
Yeah, it's not the MCU.
Okay. Then I'm definitely gonna say Guardians
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guardians 3. I'm definitely gonna say, honestly, I think I liked Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness more.
I don't think I do.
I think I do. And
Black Widow.
I didn't hate Black Widow as much as you guys, but I wouldn't put it above this.
Wakanda Forever.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
No, I'm just naming post-Endgame movies.
Yeah, no, Wakanda Forever. I forgot.
Yeah, Wakanda Forever, no.
Post-Endgame is kind of forgettable.
Post-Endgame sucks.
Yeah.
Flat out.
No Way Home. What do you like better, No Way Home or this?
Oh, yeah. I think I like No Way Home more personally.
I think I might like this more.
I'm on the. I have to ponder on it because on one hand, No Way Home has motherfucking Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
I think he's the strongest part of that movie.
Yeah.
It's stronger than seeing all three Spider-Man there.
I think Willem Dafoe might be the strongest part of the post-Endgame MCU.
Dude, it would have been cool to see MCU actually make Willem Dafoe into the fucking like Dark Avengers leader that we know and love from the comics. Like it'd be cool to see a Green Goblin who's more like corporate evil, you know? Like that'd be sick.
They've had so many options of what to do and they just keep doubling down on stupid. It's just like yeah, I will say this is one of the best post of Avengers, but I don't think pre-Avengers, and if you count Fox and stuff movies too.
Well, we have to now. This movie makes the Fox verse very canonical.
Yeah.
Dude, the mid-credits like Fox highlight reel was honestly my favorite part of the movie.
Damn. Well, we're letting
really
Cody's
now.
negativity take over this episode.
What are you talking about? You're also low energy. I'm the only one defending this bad boy.
Well, defend it, Matt. Let's talk about it. I like it.
I like it a lot. Dude, I thought the whole Johnny Storm reveal was awesome.
That was the best part of the
great
movie.
part.
It may be.
Yeah.
It was hilarious and it was like so cool. Like Deadpool's like, oh, he's about to say it. Because even I like legit thought like, here's Chris Evans as Captain America.
Yep. Like
And then when he was
Wasteland
like,
Cap.
Yeah, Wasteland Cap. And then when he was like, flame on, literally like me, Joey, our whole theater was like, oh shit. And he like took off. And like there are legit moments in this movie where I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Blade coming out.
That
I was
was
a
awesome.
huge fan
Yeah,
of
Blade
that.
was sick.
Yeah.
And that thing is like
Gambit
there
was awesome.
Yeah, and it was all there was fan service, but it was like I was like all like on board for all of it.
They did a good job with some of it.
Yeah. Like that shit was hilarious. Chris Evans was hilarious.
Yeah,
I love
the way he
at the
died.
end. Yeah, the way he died, and also like, dude, post credits when like Deadpool shows that he actually did say all that shit.
Yeah. That's so funny.
That was good.
Dude, yeah, the way she peeled his skin off. I enjoyed Cassandra Nova as
Brutal.
a villain.
Yeah.
I know you didn't, Jake, but
Yeah, she had cool powers too.
yeah, I was a fan.
Go off, King.
I thought she was one of the strongest parts of the movie, honestly.
I really like the first fight with Deadpool and Wolverine in the Wasteland. And like, dude, they do this really like comic book fucking, almost MVC2 accurate, like when Wolverine starts like charging.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
all
Like
fours,
crawling,
yeah.
charging, on all fours and like moving stupid fast. I was like, that was cool. It's like, dude, that's the kind of shit I want to see. And low key, like that fight in the Wasteland was almost very like Marvel versus Capcom-esque as far as like the moves he was doing and just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like,
Yeah.
I thought that was a sick
was
fight.
dope. I'm
I
gonna
like that
agree
fight.
with you on all fronts.
How did you guys feel about the opening sequence where he's using Logan's
Loved it.
adamantium skeleton? That was cool.
I loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
It was a great. Also, they did handle that well. They did handle by opening the movie with him being like, "Yeah, you want Logan dead. We get it. Are we gonna honor this?" You know what I mean? That was like the perfect. That was the only way they.
Yeah, he's like yes
Yeah.
and no in the most disrespectful way.
Yep. I was like, I laughed right away. I was like, all right.
Me too. I was on board, especially like, I was cracking up when like during that fight they would cut to him doing the NSYNC choreography.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Nah, it hit for me
I
for
would
sure.
say 80% of the jokes hit for me, at least.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
funny.
I
I laughed.
No,
I
this
think
movie
what
was fun.
I think
I'm not
I
ashamed
will
to say I laughed at Deadpool
I
and
will
Wolverine.
say what it lacked in any sort of writing about the story, and just like honestly, like it didn't feel like there was just like nothing really new about it. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like more of the same. That's the only my biggest problem with it is that like it's the stuff, it's just the best of what Marvel has been poorly relying on for a long time. And because of that, it's hard for me to like put a lot of heart into it. I'm gonna see it again, but only because I'm taking my son. If I didn't have him, I don't know that I would go see it again in theaters.
I want to go see it again.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it tomorrow. So drop suck on that, Cody.
But like Jake said, the points you're making are valid and the criticisms are there.
Yeah, I just like I don't know. Like sometimes I don't need everything to be all that deep, and this
I
was
know.
like a fun comedy. And I think it knew what it was. I think it even knew, like, hey, we're about to force feed you some fan service.
Yeah,
But, like, they at least did the cool fan service. It wasn't like, I even enjoyed seeing Elektra on screen.
Yeah, it
And they have a
worked.
really cool Daredevil joke, too. And it's
Right.
like,
He died. Whatever. Like she
it's
just
like-
doesn't
she's
care.
Like, yeah, she just doesn't give a shit. I also
Yeah.
like, dude, they kept having Blade is like, and Magneto died, and talking about his helmet. Like, he
Yeah.
kept bringing it back.
He's like, nope, melted that.
yeah.
No, seeing Wesley Snipes back was awesome. And I thought Gambit, just
Channing
seeing his
Tatum as
powers on
Gambit?
screen, and then Channing Tatum, just the way he played him,
Yeah, Channing
perfect.
Tatum
Like,
purposefully doing that like ridiculous accent.
Well, even Deadpool says, he's like, who is your dialect coach?
Yeah.
It's like he's like I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
wait, have you guys seen a movie called Logan Lucky?
Yes.
Sounds familiar.
Channing Tatum has that accent in the movie.
Yeah.
Like way more understandable. He's definitely like kind
It's
of
like
juicing it up
He's
here.
probably doing it intentionally shittily.
that's like kind of a heist movie, right?
Yeah, it's a really good movie. Him and Daniel Craig are brothers.
What?
You want to hear something bananas? That movie takes place in West Virginia.
Oh, Logan.
Not in Logan.
I feel like you've told me that.
but
Oh,
near Logan, I think.
gotcha. But you've seen the movie.
Oh, yeah.
I recommend it. It's a really fun movie.
It's a really great movie. It's like a heist. It's really good.
And I think
comedy.
Channing Tatum might have grown up in Louisiana.
He did. He did. He's from Louisiana.
Yeah. No, he just such a like on when someone says Channing Tatum as Gambit, you're kind of like, what, huh? Like, but now you see it. Now you see the vision, and you're like, oh yeah, he fucking rules this Gambit.
Yeah, and also like that fight when they storm Cassandra Nova's base.
Yeah.
It was cool seeing him use his powers and like in
Yeah.
a cool way, not the Wolverine Origins way.
Yeah.
Right.
And I also love that his like I don't know, it was like super comic accurate, not just the costume, but his eyes went purple. He made his staff purple. He fucking like had the cards floating. Like he was dude,
Yeah.
he blows up a bunch of people's heads and shit.
His costume looked legit.
Yeah, no, I was here for
No, they did. That's one thing they did right. Costumes comic accurate, for sure.
Yes.
That Wolverine!
There was a lot of, like I said at the beginning, Wolverine variants. There was Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. That was really
that was
cool. He beat the
cool.
shit out of Deadpool.
That
I
was
like
awesome.
that. We had the Wolverine on the X-Cross. That world was insane. I like that. That's just like from a comic cover. There's definitely a story to go along with it, but I've only ever seen like...
I've only seen the cover too. But that was cool.
Short Wolverine. That was great.
That was
comic
so
accurate.
funny.
They had brown and yellow.
Brown and
Wolverine
yellow,
And like
yep.
a brief little Hulk. Like he was fighting the Hulk.
Yeah. It was the cover from Ground Zero, Jake, when it has the three claws.
Oh, you're right.
Or it's right before Ground Zero. Or no, it's part of it. Like it has the three claws.
Yeah.
Such an iconic, you know.
Yeah. Did you had Henry Cavill? I thought that was cool. I like that. Seeing Henry Cavill.
Another fan cast kind of thing that they just threw in there.
Super. Also, he's huge. God damn, that motherfucker's muscular.
Yeah. I could see him as Wolverine. I don't think it's happening, but
I
like him
he's
better
too
as Superman,
big.
though.
yeah.
He's tall. He's a big motherfucker.
I don't need my Wolverine huge, but at least like Hugh Jackman isn't a giant.
Yeah.
No.
But I think Henry Cavill could be like Gladiator if they put him in an X-Men
that would
movie.
be sick.
That'd be cool.
Right?
That's good casting. I like that.
So yeah, all of those things that I said I hated, it's not gonna get the worst score. I did have fun in the movie. There was just like things that took away from the fun for me personally.
Would you consider this lazy writing? And maybe it's not, but Wolverine's backstory felt very similar. Not that it's lazy writing, I guess what I mean to say is it kind of felt similar to the Old Man Logan storyline at first.
Yes.
It was, for sure.
It had me thinking that he killed the X-Men, but then it would have been too similar to Logan, where it turns out Professor X like couldn't control his powers, and that's why all the X-Men died. So I felt it was teetering too much on something that wasn't like what could the reveal have been?
In this one, he just didn't help them when they were being attacked.
It was kind of just like a little, like I get it. It works for this Logan, but like
Wolverine, I don't know. I don't see Wolverine ever doing that. Like, he'd be there for the scrap.
yeah. Well, I guess that's the point. This one specifically, like that's the reason he has the costume. Like they still won't just give us a Wolverine that's like, hey, this is me in my costume, guys. Deal with it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I loved the costume.
It was a
loved
good
when
costume.
He put on the cowl, honestly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really liked that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That whole fight with him and Deadpool against all the Deadpool variants.
That was awesome. I like that
was
fight
awesome. Yeah. That was Blake Lively as Lady Deadpool.
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah. Was it Matthew McConaughey as the cowboy Deadpool? It sounded like him. Whoever was doing the voice.
That'd be crazy. I know Ryan Reynolds, 2 of his sons were Deadpool variants.
Nice.
Nepo babies.
For sure. Rise of the Nepo babies.
I thought the whole thing with Nice Pool was pretty funny, like especially when he died.
Yeah.
He just assumed he regenerates.
Yeah.
Well, also, like, I don't think he cared. Like, what I liked about this one is they kind of made Deadpool more of a mischievous little shit. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so when he throws Johnny Storm under the bus in front of Cassandra Nova, and even Wolverine's like, dude, you just got him killed. He's like, no, he said those things. It's like, dude, even if he did, why would you? But then also, in the end, when he like just wants dog pool, and he's using Nice Pool as a fucking human shield.
Yeah.
But he also like stops there for a hot minute.
Yeah, it's hilarious. He's like,
such
say
like
you're gonna live. He's
yeah.
like, I'm gonna live.
But it's like such a little shit thing to do.
Yeah.
I liked it. It made him more like, I don't know, comical and ridiculous.
Yeah, and I like how like as soon as Chris Evans died, he's like, "That's okay. We couldn't afford him much longer anyway."
Yeah.
Or it was like cutting into the budget. So
Yes,
like that's a
yes.
Deadpool line
Yeah,
for sure. He
exactly.
felt like Deadpool through and through. Like you
for
can say
sure.
whatever you want about Ryan Reynolds, but he's Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds is dead, like live action Deadpool for sure.
Perfect.
Yep.
He's the most perfect Deadpool ever.
He just got that. He has that. You give it to him. You
He
can't
has
take it
hard
away.
Deadpool energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard DP energy.
Oh.
Dude, even that joke was hilarious when the TVA first come to his apartment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's like, I'm no stranger to pegging, but Disney is, and winks at the camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was-
Like there was just like really good, like, dude, even him saying to Wolverine, he's like, you came in a bit of a low point.
yeah.
Yeah, that I like that.
Yeah, that line. And they even talk right before the variant battle. He even says, he's like, oh my God, this whole variant shit is getting so tired. And it's like, they're right. Like even I'm tired of the variant shit.
Mm-hmm. Here's a stupid kind of nitpick thing. Deadpool 2 had like, it had Domino, it had Cable, it had the kid that was with him. You know what I mean? He had like more of a supporting cast that
Squad,
I wish. Even the cab driver, Dopinder, like that was like his
movie,
homie.
but very briefly in the beginning.
Yeah, like I just felt like it didn't have enough of the older Deadpool movies. You know what I mean?
Agree.
It could have used more of it.
TJ Miller noticeably gone from the movie.
Disney would never hire him now. He's like blacklisted everywhere.
Oh yeah, no, I know. But also, like, he was funny in the Deadpool movies.
He was. For sure.
He was.
Like, he was hilarious. He had some really good lines in that movie.
Yeah, he fit in with the Deadpool vibe for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. Dude, I did. Having said that, I did like that they brought back Peter as like his main
Peter
squad
rules,
member. Yeah. Peter Pool, that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Rob Delaney is hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny as shit.
So funny.
Yeah.
He's real. I really like his relationship with Deadpool and the fact that he was in it. Yeah, he's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's he from? What's Rob Delaney from?
He used to do stand-up, didn't he?
Yeah. I know
believe
him
that,
from
but
just.
I know he's from like a TV show also.
He might have been on a TV show. I know him mainly because he like tweets a lot. And back in like the day, like 2012, let's say. I guess that's back in the day now. Like that's how I was introduced to him. Like his tweets are really weird and strange and
Yeah. No, it was great.
Yeah. There were things I liked a lot about the movie. A lot of the humor really was bussin'. Wolverine and Ryan Reynolds had great chemistry.
Yeah. For sure. Easily.
Such good chemistry.
And you could tell, you could tell. They definitely enjoyed each other. It was probably fun as fuck to shoot.
yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a well-crafted Marvel movie. One that we've needed for a long time now.
I would say I like Guardians 3 more than that.
I don't know if I do, because if I think about it, even all these other movies, a lot of like post-Endgame has, in my humble opinion, very little rewatchability. I don't know like when or if I'm going to go back and watch Guardians 3 anytime soon.
Oh man,
It was great, but it was also depressing as fuck. Like, shit, I don't know.
I definitely rewatched it. One of the only ones I rewatched, honestly.
Okay, yeah, but so even still, like, how many times have we watched Doctor Strange 2 or
I've actually watched that
I've
twice.
rewatched that one, too.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times.
Black Widow,
I've watched that.
No,
I've
not
actually
that
watched
one.
that one.
Black Panther 2?
I haven't
That I
rewatched
do
it
want to
once.
rewatch though.
haven't
Every
rewatched
movie
it
with the
once.
word black in it, you guys noticeably don't sound. I don't want to watch that one. No. I thought this movie was hilarious. Also, dude, I love Blind Al. I also
She's
like
great.
that Wolverine was like, wait, like you call her Blind Al? And he was like, yeah, like she's blind. He's like, no, it's just really fucked up to do. Like,
Yeah.
but Deadpool's like, yeah, she's blind.
Dude.
Yeah, no, there's good jokes in this movie, honestly.
Dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Good jokes, good action.
Good action for sure.
Wasn't it super crazy about the special effects? Some of them, I felt like at times I was like, oh God, I'm not crazy about this CGI.
Like what? What scene?
Yeah, what parts?
I feel like the biggest time I might have felt that was like when they were
They were what,
storming.
Cassandra Nova's base?
Yeah.
No, I disagree. That was a cool scene.
It was
that was
cool
a pretty
scene.
big battle.
Seeing the whole squad fuck, all those.
I thought they were all gonna die the way they were talking and everything, but I'm glad they didn't kill them off. They're just like, yeah,
Me neither.
they're just there forever unless we go save them. Like at the end of the movie, like when he says to the TVA person, like, can we get all those people out of there? She's like, no, they made their decision, blah, 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 whatever. But then we see that X-23 is with everyone at the dinner table.
Yeah.
So that means she's in the MCU now, which is fucking awesome because I really
We'll
like
probably keep her around for X-23.
for sure. They're gonna keep the way Deadpool says to Wolverine, he's like, they're gonna keep you around till you're 90.
Till you're
in your 90s. Yeah. So like I think they're really gonna do that. Like I don't think they have like Kevin Feige, I think actually said like he's gonna be Wolverine for now, at least for now. So like
Yeah.
he might not be recast. He might just be the MCU Wolverine.
I'm sure he signed a nice fat contract.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, dude, would you just want to like, you don't have to do every movie, but like whenever we want you and need you, would you do Wolverine?
Yeah.
This is how much we're paying you. And he's like,
Yeah, he probably got like something crazy, like hundreds of millions.
I'm sure it's an obscene amount of money.
Yeah. I was also thinking, like, I guess we didn't mention it, kind of a tangent, but RDJ just coming out as Doctor Doom. That probably was not even like a thought if Jonathan Majors they didn't get into trouble and they got rid of him. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
I feel like it's just a weird pivot to be like, look, RDJ's back.
Which also, like, I don't know. I read some things the other day. I don't know. I'm kind of over the whole like him being canceled now. He's also like slightly coming back. He just won some kind of like writing award somewhere.
But I feel like Disney still won't.
Which is crazy considering Josh Brolin beat Diane Lane back in the day when they were married. And that was highly publicized.
That's true. And even RDJ.
RDJ. Well, that was another thing. I was reading this article. It was like, well, you know, this Iron Man gave RDJ his renaissance. This was like a cocaine bad boy getting arrested, all this controversy. And now they're revitalizing his career. Like, why? Like, I don't know. It's just more about like second chances and shit.
No. It seems selective in a lot of cases.
That's one word for it, Anthony. Selective. Yeah, you guys were selective about which post-Endgame movies you watched.
We watched all
Twice.
Oh, yeah. Well, did you watch Echo, guys?
Yeah, dude. Are you kidding me? It checked off everything I want in a Marvel movie. Death.
It wasn't a movie.
Native American. Female. Handicap. Everything.
Deaf and
That's all I
handicap
want.
are the same.
Whoa, I don't know. That seems ableist. I don't view being hearing impaired as a handicap.
Jake just became Cartman for a second.
Jake did become Cartman for a second. Oh, that's hilarious. But
No, I'm just joking. Of course I didn't watch Echo, you guys.
want to know what's crazy?
For those reasons I just listed.
Want to know what's crazy? One of the craziest things. I had a hard time, but my boy Nick, he was like, dude, Echo was one of my favorite Marvel shows.
Wow. Are you still friends with him?
Yes.
Whatever. You guys didn't like She-Hulk. She-Hulk was one of my
liked
favorite
it,
Marvel
if
shows.
you remember. It was just
She-Hulk
Anthony.
was way better than Echo.
Of course it was.
You guys overstate my hate for She-Hulk. I just didn't
I don't
like it
think-
as much.
I don't know. I loved it.
Like, it was like a 7 out of 10 for me, if we put it that way.
We don't measure in such terms. I don't even know what you're saying right now, Anthony.
That's the only way. That's the
7
only
out
way I
of
can
10?
put it.
7 out of 10 what? Strawberries?
Yes, I give She-Hulk 7 out of 10 strawberries.
Well,
I'm giving Deadpool and Wolverine a fucking 6. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm seeing it
Guy came
again.
out with a 6.
I liked it. I know you guys aren't going to give it, but for me, it earned the 6. Ba-ding.
But they put it on the scoreboard. It's like 1-6 lights up. One part of my body starts getting possessed.
Anthony, do you want me to go or do you want me to go?
No, I'll let you go last because you'll definitely have the lowest score. Yeah, I'm not giving it a 6. I mean, I had fun as an MCU fan, but like it is kind of hollow in a lot of places. Like Cody's not wrong about that. It didn't take away my fun, like watching the movie. Like I kind of want to rewatch it because there's all these like Easter eggs and things happening that make me want to see it. The battles, the fights are really fun to watch.
Yeah.
But like as an MCU movie, I don't know. It's not like Winter Soldier levels for me, you know, like, but that's a 6.
But isn't
you know?
it such a crazy standard to hold everything to like that degree?
I hold it.
Like,
I only hold it
you're
to the
right.
Pesci
It's-
degree.
Not everything is going to be a fucking Winter Soldier level.
No,
I would
it's
say
not.
most things are not.
I know. I'm just saying that's like the highest. If I'm giving us something, that's a 6 that I can think of immediately. But yeah, I don't know. I want to give it higher than a Gentleman's 5.
What do you think's better, this movie or Avengers Endgame?
Endgame, I would say.
Really?
Still, I would say Endgame. Yeah, I would have to really think where it ranks for sure. But I don't know. Like the more we're talking about it, I'm just like, yeah, it was like everything you're saying, I also agree with. There wasn't like many parts, like, except like, no, I don't know. Like, yes, it's fun, but it's not perfect. And it's something about it just feels like, I don't know. I'll say I'll give it a, I'll give it a gentleman's 5. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll land on.
Gentleman's 5. There it is. I respect it.
Gentleman's 5.
All right. Well, I'm going to do as you predicted and deliver the lowest.
I want to hear mathematician Cody's take on why you're deducting it, because I feel like yours is going to get very specific.
Okay.
Numerically speaking.
Yeah. There are, I mean, seriously, for 1.5, Joe Pesci's off for that, like, shitty Guardian reuse of that ending, like, upset me in the theaters. I was just like, ugh. Like, it was just like, it's just like, I hated that. I hated that. So 1.5 Pesci's off for that ending. I think, like, I'm going to have to take an entire another Pesci off of that for...
Dude, there are no lemon-sized Pesci's this go around.
Taking an entire Pesci off of that just for, like, a lot of, like, just, like, lazy writing, like plot holes, just like things like, just like not feeling like fulfilling, scratching itches for me. You know what I mean?
Well,
there's just like a lot.
I didn't know this podcast had become critics and chronic.
Yo, first off, I deserve my time. You didn't even let me finish.
I know. I had that joke waiting to go. I
You were the trigger was calling for you.
Yeah, my finger was right there. I had to either squeeze or just drop the gun.
Cody's talking like he's like at the city council meeting or something. He's like, hey,
I have not relinquished my time. Okay, so, and then I'm gonna say, I think I'll just like leave it. Like there was just like a lot of hollowness to it. And I'll just like say that to like I almost wish if they were going to,
mathematically speaking, you'd be at a 3.5 right now.
Yeah. What I'm saying though is I almost wish that they would have like been like, okay, we're going to be lazy in writing. Why did we have so much fucking exposition if you're going to have like some really shitty writing in places? There was a lot of just like exposition.
There was. I agree with that.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to say.
So wait, Cody. Here we go. Because we're anticipating your score. Let's hear it.
Wait a second. I'm still not done.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
That being said, everything, all of those negatives I took away. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman had great chemistry. Overall, a lot of fun. I really loved Cassandra Nova's character. I wish they would have like done her.
I didn't.
I know you didn't. I wish I would have done her more justice with killing her. Like they could have just like ripped her apart, made it more cool than just like, I'm getting blasted away by my own device. You know what I mean? It was just lazy.
She also, what was going on with her looked like in Loki season 2 when they start to like string, like spaghettify.
Yeah.
You know? It felt like that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So,
I like that Marvel always needs to either like Thanos turn you to dust or spaghettify.
Yeah, we're spaghettifying people today.
Yeah.
Very Italian of Kevin Feige.
Well, they changed his grandparents' name when they came to Ellis Island.
Right, that's true.
It was Kevin Feige.
Okay. So because of all of those things I liked about it, and I am gonna add another like 0.7 back. I'm giving it a 4.2.
All that to say 4.2.
Yeah, I think it's a 4.2. I think another thing that made it hard for me is like I was seeing like just like random tidbits of shit on the internet and people were losing their minds. And then I watched it and I was just like, oh, like this was fun, but why were you guys going so crazy? Like it wasn't the best. People are either like, this movie was the worst, piece of crap ever made, or they're like, this is the best Marvel. I've seen several people online say,
I agree.
This is the best Marvel movie. Like I saw somebody literally say, Wolverine and Deadpool, or Deadpool and Wolverine should be in the conversation for the best Marvel movie. And I was like, no.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
Especially if we're talking the Fox universe and stuff. We're not even, maybe we'll be lucky to crack the top 20.
Damn, if we were to introduce some of the Fox movies, X-Men, you know?
Yeah.
I would pick a lot of the X-Men movies over this movie easily.
Yeah.
X2? Easily.
I watched X2 literally again last week, and it's awesome.
X2, X-Men, Days of Future Past over this. First Class over this.
No question, Logan over this.
No question.
Oh, yeah, for sure. L-Dog?
L-Dog.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I would put Logan the number 1 overall, with Winter Soldier number 2, probably.
Ooh.
That's a nice 1 and 2.
That's a bold statement.
But you're making great points because like in the ultimate ranking of
the grand scheme of the cosmos.
Yeah, it doesn't really rank. Like, yes, it was a fun time, and none of that should stop you. Like, if you're listening to this trying to decide if you should see it, yeah, go fucking see it. It's fun.
Commies, don't listen to these lames. It's fun. Go see it.
But I think like you said earlier, valid points on the negative sides, valid points on the positive side.
Everything is valid. I don't disagree with anything anybody's saying because they're all valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be like, you had a bad time at the movies if you went to go see this, I don't
if people who say that are just being ridiculous. Like, just as ridiculous as the people who are saying this is one of the best Marvel movies.
Right. Like Quantumania, Blood and Thunder, Love and Thunder.
Forgot all about
Blood
it.
and Thunder because it made me want to bleed from my eyes.
And ears.
It was bad.
But talking about bad post-Endgame movies, those are bad. Like if people are trying to say
blunders.
I heard some people say this was worse than The Flash, which sounds crazy to me.
That's bananas.
Well, this is way better than Flash.
Yeah. I'd
Leaps
say so.
and bounds.
Leaps and bounds better than Flash.
I don't know what I gave The Flash. What did I give The Flash?
You liked it. You guys liked it way more than me, though.
I liked it. I mean, I didn't love it. It was stupid, but yeah, I liked it.
I liked it. I feel like I probably gave it a 4.0. I hope I didn't give it more than this. That would make me ashamed.
We're going to have to run back in time and stop it again.
Shit.
Every time we remember The Flash, we have to go back.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Comment where you see us post this episode. Are we wrong? Are we right?
How do you feel about Iron Man Doom?
Iron Doom. Dr. Tony.
Dr. Tony.
Dr. Tony.
Dr. Tony.
It sounds like a weird Dr. Mario bootleg version.
Yeah. It's me, Dr. Tony.
Dr. Tony.
Oh, yeah. Someone messed up our 69 on Spotify and gave us a rating. So now we're at 70 ratings. So now you just have to get us to 420.
Yes. Now, yeah,
exactly.
You guys got to get us all the way up to 420.
Rate us.
And then hopefully to 420.69.
Oh, yeah. That's the ultimate dream.
4,269.
Yeah. That's
that's
the ultimate.
Fair. Yeah.
Yes.
No, that would
420,069, right?
No, it's 42,069.
Yeah.
There we go.
No.
That's the most achievable.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
42,069. That's mathematician Cody saving us once again. That's our signal to sign off for tonight.
Oh, we should make that into a clip.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.